Hello and welcome back to Deadly Sin Gaming. Today, I'm showing you guys what I've been working on in Minecraft. So, as you may know, if you watched my last video for the Sunken Survival series, I have been doing a tremendous amount of digging, and I'm getting very close to needing a TNT Quarry system. Um, as you can see above me, I've been doing some testing and stuff. That system up there doesn't work. It worked for a little bit. A lot of that hole there is just me losing the TNT because of the way that the updates have worked. I'm currently in 1.13.2. I will do some testing on 1.14 and see if this same system will work for you guys. But yeah, let's get into the two different designs that I've kind of came up with that are they're pretty good. So for the first design, it uses this amount of materials per module. So 10 immovable blocks. I've just chosen obsidian to kind of differentiate which one's which. So 10 immovable blocks, 4 repeaters, 5 observers, 3 sticky pistons, 8 slime blocks, some wall of some sorts, a detector rail, 1 minecart, 1 block of TNT, 1 dead coral, 2 blocks of glass, and 2 redstone dust. So here is a double module of that. Oh, it's in that chest. So if we, well, that kind of will activate that. But as you can see, it works fairly well. And then it comes back. It activates this observer, sends a signal through this redstone dust into these repeaters, which sends it to this observer here, which activates the system. So in order to build one of these, let me grab this stuff from the chest. And and we shall get started. So when you're building an updated module here, for this one, what you want to do is, come out 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block there. Then I lost the redstone dust. Oh well, that's fine. And then what you want to do is grab like that, like so, and then a observer here to send the system back, and then 2 repeaters like so. Then slime block there and there. Then you want a sticky piston facing this way and a sticky piston. As I fall out, I'm not very good in creative. I always fall. And a sticky piston facing that way. Then an observer here and an observer there. And then if you place an observer right there with a sticky piston right here. And then in a movable block right there. This block is important because when this flying machine here comes back, what happens, at least in my testing, if the TNT duper part is in this position here, against this sticky piston, this immovable, the flying machine will not move. It won't go forward. So make sure that that block is there. That's a super vital block. So then if we put these five slime blocks like so, with cobblestone wall there, detector rail there, minecart on top, then we grab the coral, TNT, and the glass, and then the glass goes on either side of that slime block with the coral on the slime block, and then make sure you put the TNT underneath the cobblestone wall at first. When you activate this system, the TNT will move onto the slime block, and then the duper will activate. If you update the TNT in any way, so I'll show you on this one here. So if I break that, it activates the TNT. So you're gonna have to put your TNT there, and then when this system activates, it will send the TNT back like this one here, and then it will duplicate like it should. Then on the other side, what you want is, however far back you want to go, you want I believe it's the wall, the cobblestone walls that you want it to hit. Just a double check. Yeah. So you place this block in however far you want this to go, preferably within loaded chunks, and then this gets placed with 5 blocks like that, and then I believe it's up by 4 blocks like so, and then 3 blocks this way with an observer facing like that, and then get the redstone dust again and repeaters, and that's where your other 2 repeaters will go. And then that system, I put it in the wrong orientation. Okay, there we go. Just need to move it up 1 more block. Yep, like so. So that's your return station there. So once I undo this, it should send all 3 out, and as you can see, they are now, it will duplicate the TNT in 2 directions. So that system will send it back, and it will duplicate mining out the other way as well. And this will continue going on for as long as you need to. Sometimes it does this little jitter, but it will send it out again, no problem. And then just to stop it, you just power this redstone line here, which with the repeaters will go on infinitely for however long, and then they stop right where they should, like that. And that is this system right here. Now that's for each one of these modules. I like this system, but then I think what I'm going to do in the Sunken Survival is this system here, just because of its similar amount of blocks, except for the slime blocks. There's more slime blocks as this one here, with just 1 module. So if I wanted to do 2 or 3 or 4 modules, I'm going to have a bunch more blocks that really wasn't anticipating. So for the others one, this is what you need. It's a little bit more, because you have regular pistons, more slime blocks, an extra set of mine carts and rails, an extra cobblestone wall, another TNT, and I believe, actually it's the same amount of observers and same amount of immovable blocks. One less repeater, 5 more redstone dust, and 1 more dead coral for each module. So to swap that stuff out here, get regular pistons on in here, and that should be everything I need to show you how to build this other one. So if I grab this, so from the TNT you want to go out 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th block you will start, that's where this furnace is right there. So you can then place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slime blocks like so, 2 sticky pistons like that, observers facing this way, your line of furnaces, I believe that goes 2 out, yeah, and another furnace like that, an observer facing into that block there, and your redstone dust will go like so. And then make that stop, just power that redstone there. And then just to connect these up, if you wanted to, these don't have to be immovable blocks, but I'm just going to use the furnaces. So what I would do is put a repeater here and redstone dust there, just to keep that line going. Actually, you don't even need that. That can just be because you have the repeaters in between. Yeah, that should work fine. Yeah. So just 2 furnaces, extra furnaces, and 2 redstone dust, or just any 2 blocks there, to connect those up for 1 lever. But anyways, back to building this. So that is your flying machine. And then if we build the same TNT duper on the other one that we built, so like so, with the glass on either side, cobblestone wall in front, or any kind of wall, doesn't matter, your rail and detector rail, and then the minecart on top of that slime block there. And I lost the dead coral. Alright, dead coral there. TNT once again underneath the cobblestone wall. It will move to where it needs to be. That's not a problem. Then this system over here is done. Then we come over here and you do the same thing. And I believe it's like that. Now instead of glass, what you do is you grab a sticky piston facing this way, and then 2 slime blocks coming down off of that slime block there in front of that sticky piston to connect it to the flying machine. And then you grab an observer. Actually, we're going to do this first, just so, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. And then observer facing outward. And then you can finish building the TNT duper, like so. And that system there is done. Now for the return, going off of this cobblestone wall is where you want this observer. So if we come out, I don't even know how many blocks that is now. So I did 4 between 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 blocks from this observer should be another observer. this one's 10. So then the observer should go this way. That should be in line. And then the only movable object you need on this side is behind this observer. Fallen again. And then you can use any block. You can continue using furnaces or obsidian, whichever you would wish. And the only blocks you need here are these 4. This block is unnecessary. You then repeater there. And any kind of piston. If you want to use a sticky piston, you can, but I just used a regular one. And then your last piece of redstone dust goes on top right there. So the observer will send the signal into that dust, which sends it into this repeater, which will activate the piston, which will send the flying machine back. So to show you guys this one in action, hopefully this one got built properly. I was having some finicky issues. And I broke it. So yeah, I was right. 10 blocks away, not 11. Okay. Break that, and then cobblestone wall there. Okay. So yeah, that one's going to just keep going. And then see if I can build this up quick enough. At least I got it enough to stop. Okay. Remember, repeat it there. And like so. Okay. Yeah, this was the issue I was having. If it wasn't connecting right, it wasn't grabbing that other side. So what I had to do to fix it was stop this flying machine. That one can keep going, I suppose. Then we wait for that to come back. We're going to need to put another piston there. Then that's not what I want. I need a redstone block. Okay. Okay, pull that close. Okay. And then like that. Oh, that's right. I lost the TNT on that side. There we go. And then that should be working now. So yeah, you just got to make sure that that one is connected, and then it'll pull it back. And then same thing over here is just flip the lever, and then it'll turn off the whole line. So that will stop there. And then this one will stop over here. There we go. Now this design isn't specifically made by me. I didn't come up with this, and I really didn't come up with this one either. I did some testing, and the reason I'm making this video specifically was because I just noticed that trying to find a TNT quarry is just there's nothing out there, and the ones that are out there are just like, okay, this is my TNT duper, and it works pretty well. Just set it at this height. If you want the world download, it'll be in the description. And then it's this huge complex machine like this one here. This one's actually two of them because I thought that it had to be in a certain orientation, either this way or that way. And so I built it one way and realized it wasn't going to work, so I started building it the other way, and I went to go test it, and well, it broke. I don't know if I built it wrong or what, but all I know is that this machine here, the way I have built it, going off of the tutorial that I was given by, I believe the video was done by Rayworks. He does a lot of stuff. Yeah, him and his buddies on the server that they play on, they came up with this system here specifically. The only thing that that machine did differently than what mine does is theirs actually will move it one block every time that it hits. So if we go to send it, it'll send it this way, it'll hit this, and then it'll move this over, and then when this comes back, it'll push the machine over and send it back, and it just kind of zigzags back and forth until you decide to turn the machine off. The only difference that I have is that if you want to move it and you've already dug down, you have to tear it down and build it again. But it's not that complicated of a build to build either this, or you just build up a whole line of them for the area that you want to clear out and just turn it on and then let it go. And then if you need to clear out a different area, you can tear it down and move it elsewhere. Using furnaces is probably a little bit cheaper, but a little bit more frustrating to work with just because it has an inventory you can click on. Obsidian is easier to work with at first, but then if you want to tear it down, it's just a pain because of the fact that, you know, it's hard to mine. And I don't know on 1.14, are you able to place redstone on leaves? Because if you're able to place redstone on leaves, then leaves would work a lot better. I mean, you would need either shears or silk touch to get them back. But there are movable objects that don't have an inventory and they don't take forever to break. The only caveat there is that you need silk touch or shears to take out the leaves again. So we're going to go over to 1.14 and I'm going to go over to 1.14 and I'm going to see if these designs will work over there. Alrighty guys, we are now in 1.14.1, as you can see up in the corner there. This is the latest release of the game. So we'll test this one first. And it does seem to work. A little bit of a lag because of 1.14 stuff. Oh gosh, that is awful. But it does work regardless of the lag issues. In both directions. I also do believe that El Mango came out with a video for a diagonal TNT duper. So if you want to do stuff like, so that should work as well. But yeah, if you wanted to do stuff for, I don't know if it still works, but there was, oh, well, these have stopped working for some reason. Do I need to put a delay on these now? Yeah. Yep, it just needs a delay on those. So that looks like that's the only change on this side. These ones didn't need a delay, but these ones, they need at least a 1 tick delay extra to get them to return back. And then they should be fine. Just to double check that. But yeah, El Mango made a video for a diagonal TNT duper for the, just in case, like if you still have the What happened? Oh, this one broke. Yeah, 1 tick delay. 1 tick extra delay. Anything more and it breaks, apparently. I don't know how it broke, but it did. How did it manage to do that? Oh, hello, friend. Yeah. Don't do 2 ticks. 1 tick. But yeah, for the permaloader, that you used to be able to do in, I believe it was 1.12, where if you had diagonal chunks from spawn loaded, or at least attempted to be loaded up to 100 chunks, then any chunks else that you have loaded would normally unload will not be in the unload system. I don't know if that system now works in 1.14.1. I'm definitely not one to test that theory out. This is more up my alley. Testing some redstone contraptions and stuff like that. I hate when things break, though. But I hope you guys enjoyed, found this informative and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to go with this system here in my world. So if you guys want to continue watching my Sunken Survival series, I should have an episode up for you guys next week. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it over to Endercam to tell you guys what to do. Bye.
Endercam here. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, then consider subscribing to Master Sinrose. As he would say, have a great one, and stay sincere.